Are we live?
Oh, hi, Drew Gregory. Yeah, we are live. Are we live?
Are we live?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm swell. Oh, I was like, I don't know how to place us today. I feel like it's like an extreme close-up of my wet hair. So, welcome to Fun Fridays, Virtual Coffee Club. And we'll just wait a sec while we wait for people to join us.
Can I see comments too? I'm on my phone, so I
Yeah, you will be able to. I'll put them up on the screen too.
Cool.
But what was I going to say? Oh, I've kind of been all over the place with what time Virtual Coffee Club's been at these days. So people don't know, like, do I tune in? Do I not tune in?
Should I be ready?
Hi, Jackie.
Wow.
Hi, Dwayne.
Dwayne, what's going on, buddy? Cool. I can see the comments now. This is great.
As you join us on Coffee Chat this morning, say hi in the comments. If not for me, please do it for Drew Gregory, because I made him get up early to do this with me today. But
and I'll keep saying hi to everybody that tunes in.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. So welcome to Fun Friday.
This is cool.
Where we talk about nothing and everything and whatever we want. And we're really just here to cheer people up, give them an opportunity to come and connect and have a good morning. So
that's great. We're not able to do that with live music anymore. So we gotta do it on the virtual.
Yeah. Well, and you've been busy. I'm not sure if you follow Drew's social media or not, but you should. And you've been busy because in your off time of singing, you're still really busy on your family's farm. So you've had lots of tractor time these days.
Yes, I have. Yeah, there's usually I take May and September off for seeding and harvest and a little bit of October. But this year we got to do a few extra farm projects and stuff. I think Dad was happy to have me around a little more this summer than usually we're on the road quite a bit. So it was it's good to have a second income for sure, because I know there's lots of musicians and just sitting at home and waiting for all this to be over, and it's not looking great. We're getting into winter here again, so sad for me, but at least can still financially support the family a little bit.
Well, I think if you think probably all the farm families of the world probably didn't really mind that COVID hit, because all of a sudden, all these farm, all the kids were at home. They weren't at school. People weren't away working. Like,
it
got done on the farm thanks to COVID. Like, there's some good pieces of that.
That's right. Yeah. Now everybody else in the world is isolated like we are for a few months of the year. So.
and everything's just getting done. All of those other projects. But
that's right. Yeah. It's been a good time for that, and I've got a few things done around home and stuff too. But would much rather be on a stage. I'll tell you that for sure.
Well, you missed that. It's funny when you're in a business, because I know I feel it too. Hi, Liz. Hi, Cheryl. Where'd you go?
I'm back.
I'm like, there you're back. I'm like, what happened? When you're in a biz or do something in your life where you feed off energies of other people, it's really weird when you don't have that anymore, because you don't realize. I don't know about you, but I didn't realize how much of that energy fueled a lot of the things that I did. And then when it disappears, you're like, oh, I feel weird. It's not just that you're not out doing what you normally do. It's that loss of that weird energy.
Yeah, I've always loved the kind of the balance between the farm and the music. Kind of for that reason, there's so much energy and so much going on, and then you kind of come back to the farm and you're settled down. And but too much settled down and not as much excitement right now. So it'd be nice to have a little excitement back. I mean, we've been doing these virtual concerts and stuff too, and they're fun. It's good seeing the comments and everything, and I enjoy still being able to have the technology to stay in touch with everybody. But it's not the same as being on stage in front of 1,000 people. Just the energy in those rooms is pretty crazy. So definitely do miss that.
Yeah. Well, in this past weekend, we got to hang out a little bit together online for one of the 16 hours. I went back and counted, and I was like, 16 hours of Diamonds in the Rough virtual stage that we had over the weekend. And I mean, that was really fun.
It was awesome, and glad we could still again do that, and through technology. Yeah, I mean, CCMAs, to not have that, that's one of our favorite times a year as artists, and we don't always get to see each other even when we are playing a lot, but that's the kind of time everybody gets to hang out and catch up, and learn so many new things, and see so many just great shows in such a short amount of time. But yeah, it's good to see people still trying to keep that going. So yeah, thanks to you and Angie and everybody that put that on this weekend. That was a lot of fun to be a part of, and I caught a few of the other shows that I wasn't even a part of too, sitting in the tractor. It was something to keep me company.
Something to do, yeah.
During the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt it was really fun and it was good to do, but it was, I think, the day that I planned the beach party where I had the big flamingo in that was the loneliest feeling day ever. Because then when I would go offline, I'm like, I am so alone here. Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, for sure. Have to jump on. I remember there was one night I was coming back to Strathmore a little earlier. I think we'd finished a field or something, hadn't started another one just a couple of weeks ago, and just sitting there, I was like, oh, it'd just be nice to have a beer with someone or go out. So I just sent the group text for the band. Like, there's 6 of us in the group text. I was like, would anybody be up for a virtual beer? And like, this is a Friday night at like 9 o'clock, normally in the summer, you know, and like all 6 guys. Yep, absolutely.
Please,
just sitting there like waiting for it. So like we all jumped on and had a big Zoom chat, and ended up being a couple hours and had some beers and a lot of fun. Yeah. So it's kind of sad, but at the same time, nice to have those connections too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been weird. So the actual Canadian Country Music Awards show actually airs next Sunday. Like, they moved it back a month.
Yep.
Do you have any like predictions? Like, I don't know, maybe we should have looked up the list better. We'll do that. We could go Drew versus Jody and do some bets, but until we look it up, anybody off the top of your head think is going to stand out on that weekend?
Who's in yeah, I'm trying to think of who's all involved now. I mean, it was awesome seeing
I feel so out of it.
I did catch the ACMs, and amazing to see Tennille Towns cleaning up. That was so cool to see her perform on that as well. So, I mean, imagine if she's winning the American Country Music Award, she's got to be a shoe-in for a few Canadian Country Music Awards too.
Well, you would kind of hope so. I feel like that one's kind of the easiest
safe bet,
given, but stranger things have happened in the past. Like, I would be really surprised if she doesn't walk away with several CCMAs, but you really never know, I suppose, because it goes by voting and it goes by membership voting, and it would be interesting to see just, I think, music associations in general across the country, whether it's provincial or the national one, what that looks like. Because a lot of, I mean, being musicians, you were like, oh yeah, I just want to fork over all my membership fees when I have no money coming in. Like, there was an interesting balance for people this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, I guess if you look at it as not going to the CCMAs, which is travel and hotels and all that, hopefully you can afford a membership.
But $75 or whatever it is. It's not a lot, but yeah.
But I know it's everything's been kind of weird that way, because like we've been looking at new music and stuff, and we do have a little project coming out, but like, yeah, now would be a great time to, like, it's a good time to create. I mean, that doesn't cost money, but like getting into the studio, doing all that stuff does, but you don't know when you're going to be able to like recoup those costs. So it's like
the return on investment is,
I've always had the mentality, even if the money's not like sitting right in the bank, I'm just like, let's make an album, we'll find the money, you know, and it's always kind of come, or if I didn't have all the money right up front, I was able to play enough after that it was okay. But like, when you don't know when the next gigs are going to be, and that's your main income for the music side of things, that makes it a little scarier to take those risks, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like you should do a drive-in show.
Yeah.
But everybody has to drive in a tractor or a combine or a swather or a something.
We'll have to give people lots of notice so they can.
Like you'd have to have a massive screen. I don't know how we pull this off. Maybe it'll have to happen next year. But would that not look so cool if someone had a field that was done so nothing would get damaged?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe the logistics of this is way too crazy, but I had this vision for you that I would love seeing this field full of all this farm machinery, and you're just.
The only trouble is how they do those, I think, is FM transmitters, and most of our tractors are just like got the old AM radio in there. That could be make it tough.
We'll need massive speakers then too.
Yeah, no, it'd be
no, there's got to be somebody who will watch this, who it's either you or someone you know who's really, really smart, and you're going to figure out how to transmit it through an AM signal.
Ooh, okay.
And then we could make this happen. Like, I don't unite the ham radio operators of the world. Yeah. I don't know.
Just
but
the highest quality. Maybe we can just put like a CB radio up on stage and just have someone hold that button down, and we can transmit right. Nice and easy that way.
You just never know. There's something.
It'll be highest of quality sound.
No, but the fact that it would have that AM sound to it would make it even better. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. It'd be good for the photo op, for sure.
We'll unite the coffee club. Somebody in here has got the next step of this. I just think it would be such a cool visual anyway.
I love it. Yep. It's a good idea.
Hey, one of the things you were working on during this time period I saw was you have like some sort of, I don't know, is there like, have you become a fashion designer? There's a bit of like Drew Gregory clothing out there.
There is, yeah. Well, that's not me. That's our partners at Redneck Royalty. Is that kind of what you're talking about? They were. I met them at the ACMAs just last year, and I think we ended up riding the elevator up and just had a great chat with them, and then chatted with them later on at the actual award show, and kind of hit it off. And they've been awesome right through this whole thing. I mean, our first big thing that we were gonna launch was this. These hats, and we had all these plans for like throwouts at shows, and they were going to come to all our shows this summer and set up booths and do all that. And so we've had to revise what the original plan was with them a little bit, but I don't know if I can show you here. This is their hat's a little dirty, sorry, but that's their logo anyways. But we've kind of redesigned that logo a little bit and put it on some hoodies and shirts and hats, and then they've designed some even new stuff beyond that. So they've been just awesome to work with, and they're doing a lot of the online sales and stuff, which is where only place we can really sell right now. But we did do a couple shows that they were able to come out to this summer too, and just great guys and all like local support. Everything's made pretty much here in Alberta or in Canada at least, and they got some really cool stuff beyond what I'm just doing with them. I mean, all their whole line of merch is really awesome. So yeah, I was lucky to get on with them.
Yeah, I love that like country music deals are made not on the golf course but in the elevator. Like, so much happens in an elevator or a hotel lobby.
Yeah, like, hotel lobbies. That is where the action is for sure. I think.
And then I thought, okay, we've got a line of Drew Gregory clothing. Like, are you going to make a cologne next? That's what all the celebrities do. The scent of Gregory. I don't know.
That's what happens when you got too much time and not enough shows to play. You just start to got to start branching out.
Beard products are really the rage right now. Like, you could have a line of Drew Gregory beard oils.
Yeah, some branded beard combs, I think. Yeah. Just thinking now I got to send you a cut of that too, so we'll start designing.
I'm just here alone coming up with ideas for other people left, right, and center. Don't do anything for me though. Yeah,
that's why you're doing these coffee clubs. Just
like I need people to come talk to me so I can share ideas and just get them out of my head.
What is this, Jody's Dragon's Den, or
yes, that's okay. 20%. I have an idea for you.
Love it. Yeah, no, just had a beer with those guys at the ACMAs. That's one reason I've really liked Nashville. I feel like every time I've met someone out there, it's never like, hey, come meet us at the office. It's let's go down to the corner bar and talk things out. So it's fits up right up my alley, the business of this country music world.
Yeah, that's good. And how have things been with the family? You've got two boys now that are growing like little weeds.
Yeah, they've been pretty wild this summer. It's mostly just chasing them. We went out camping. I took Ty, our oldest, out camping. He's 4, and we wanted Aaron and our youngest Nate to come out too, and they come out for the day. And I was like, well, if things go good, maybe you guys could stay over. We got room in the trailer. And she's like, oh, none of us will sleep or anything. And then like as soon as she got there, sets Nate down, and he just like walks right over to a puddle, just sits in the puddle. It was a whole day of just that, just chasing him around. So I mean, it's fun, but he's just at that age where he's trying to get to the most dangerous thing as fast as he possibly can, and that's all you do is chase him around. So we've been trying to split the duties a little bit. Thank goodness for my wife; she's been so good and so patient with him. But I've got to spend a lot of time with Ty and do some camping and stuff this summer. Again, we like camp during Stampede Week. That was probably the weirdest week of the summer, because for the last like 10 years, we've just been like full out and don't see my family that whole week. So that's when it kind of all hit home, but making the most of it with them. I mean, yeah, it's been great spending more time with the family and had a lot of fun with them.
Were you like that as a kid? Do you see it any, or does your mom telling you of what she sees of you in either of the boys?
I think I was a little more cautious, and I think Ty, we probably thought he was crazy until we had Nate. I think he's very cautious compared to Nate. Is like right for the light socket, right for the puddle, right for the water, like whatever he can get into. It's hard keeping up with him, but
that's why he came second.
yeah. So we got to keep an eye on him just about all the time. Not trying to be a helicopter parent or anything, just trying to keep them alive. Yeah. Basically.
That's why birthdays become so amazing, because you're like,
we made it another year.
We made it to 2. Like, I know. And my son turned 11 this year, and I was like, that's pretty solid. Like, he could probably start taking care of himself now, and I don't have to worry so much.
Yeah. How's he doing with what's he doing for school and everything?
Yeah, he went back to school. He goes to a small rural school. So I think there's 100 kids in the whole school. So we know, like, it feels safer. I think it was a hard decision for parents for sure, but he was actually excited to go back for the first time ever. Yeah. So that part was really good. And he said it doesn't seem that much different. Like, he wears his mask into the school, like when they have to get up and get around. He said, but other than that, Mom, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Yeah.
He's good with it.
That's the case. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a breakout or two, and wouldn't fault anybody for being anxious about it. But it seems like they got a pretty good handle on it. I mean, you gotta.
How do you know?
Gotta keep living.
I don't know. I don't know if I love all the language that comes out with this. Like, I really would have wished from the beginning they said physical distancing instead of social distancing.
Right.
And I don't know how an outbreak is too. I mean, I'm not a doctor by any means, but outbreak, like, I think of the movie, and there's monkeys, and there's like, don't use that word unless we've got monkeys and hazmat suits going on, because you're freaking me out. Like, just say there's a couple cases. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, we got Ty just in preschool. He didn't go last year to his 3-year one, so this is kind of his first year, but he's loving it. I mean, they don't really have to wear masks. I don't think any of them are. But,
how would you keep a mask on a little guy? Think of if you had to keep a mask on Nate. Good grief.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Ty did one for a haircut. He went for a haircut in the city. And they said, like, we like if you wouldn't mind trying, and he did, and he kept it on, and he was good about it and everything. But the school, it's just half days, Monday, Wednesday, but he's seems to really be enjoying it. It's just and he's done like a day home and stuff for a couple of years too. So he's knew the one kid from day home is going to his school too. So it's interesting, having starting school in this age. I feel more for like the high school kids and stuff, I think that would be pretty tough. And especially last year, if you were just graduating or trying to get into colleges and stuff, I mean, that's who I feel for now. But I feel pretty fortunate to have young kids at this time who aren't probably going to remember any of this anyway. So it's
back when you were a kid.
Yeah. So that's weird.
We can only just take it one day at a time and be as get through it as easy as we can. And that's part of why we do this virtual coffee club. If anybody's new to it, we connect almost every day. We did definitely through COVID when it was in the thick of it, just to have a place to connect and smile and let other people know you're still alive and we got this.
It is good. I mean, socializing is such an important thing. And I know a lot came out last year when Blake Reed and did that for Do More Egg. We did that little concert songwriters kind of tour. I get to be a part of a couple of them, but he, the Do More Egg, if you're not familiar with, is really good for I guess it's talking about depression and stuff, but with the rural community in mind, because there is a lot that doesn't get talked about out here, I guess. So that was really good to kind of bring awareness to it. But yeah, it's so important. You don't really think of it until you lose it, but how important social connection is, and just having a quick conversation with somebody, or coming on watching this, or the comments and stuff, if that can just cheer you up for just a second, it can kind of knock you out of that tailspin that can lead to a lot worse things. So it's important for everybody to stay connected, and thank goodness we've had this technology through all this and been able to at least do this.
At least see faces a little bit in some way, shape, or form has been really good. And I appreciate you coming on to have a fun Friday chat with us. When it comes to the music stuff, can people go download stuff? Do you have anything new out there? Is there something we should get our hands on today?
Not out yet, but yeah, we definitely we did actually one of the coolest projects I've ever been a part of. It's something different, and we're not saying too much about it, but it's going to be out this winter, just to kind of release something in between while we're kind of getting ready for the next singles and the next album cycle and all that stuff. We just thought we had a rare opportunity. It was something I wanted to do for a long time, and was able to do it at a much larger scale because so many people were available to do it and not doing things this summer. So it's a really cool project. That's all I'll say right now. Get everybody excited. We're going to be releasing more of that in the next coming months here about what we've been doing. But yeah, something pretty cool coming up this winter. I'm quite excited about, but all my old stuff's up on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. Anywhere Drew Gregory Music's kind of the hub. You can or drewgregorymusic.com, I should say. You can find all our links to all our socials and music and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll find that out, and we look forward now that you've got us all like, what is this project?
Gotta keep just slowly releasing little bits of information about it. Keep everybody excited. Teasers.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Yeah. Well, we're going to check back in with you over the winter and find out what that's all about then.
Absolutely. You'll be the first to know for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Drew, for having coffee with us today. Thank you, everybody who joined in to have a coffee. Whether you caught this live or you see it later, make sure you post something in the comments to say hi, and go to drewgregorymusic.com. Was that right?
Awesome. Yeah.
I should post that. Hang on. Drew. It's not easy to type when people are watching.
I know. A lot of pressure.
.com. Chat it. There. I sent it out. There's the link. Go check it out. Drew, thank you, and have a great rest of your Friday.
All right. You too.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.